Hey guys, what's going on? Really short little call out. We're gonna need your help. We're gonna need your help. We're gonna need your help. Um, this is gonna be one of them videos where we are seeking your information, your education, your experience. Again, we're new. This channel is to bring everybody together, and you're gonna see it in this video right here. Today, we're gonna talk about a little bit about new genes. One new gene, maybe specifically, that we're working with here. So with that all being said, keep your eyes locked on this screen and comment down below. Let us know what you think certain things may be as we go over them. Let's get into it. So what we have is during our pickup phase, we're purchasing a lot of things. We purchased a ton of babies, a bunch of juveniles, and some proven breeders. We contacted a breeder and really liked this female he had available on Morph Market. It's a fire pie girl. She's like high percentage covered. We'll show her off in just a second. And she's always super bright. Well, because she's fire. But there's another gene floating around in there. Kind of proved that out, but as far as what it is, completely clueless. Yes, everybody's always on the kick of a new gene, but I think that's misunderstood sometimes. We're not rushing to, say, oh, we got this new gene, but we do have something that we can't identify. And through, I guess, repeating certain breedings, through continued pairing and sorting things out, we'll see where it's incomplete dominant gene, it seems to be, and we're going to see where it ends up working itself out. I've researched from sold snakes on Morph Market, from World of Ball Pythons, trying to look in different categories and see, but this pattern is extremely unique. I haven't been able to see, and we have a lot of weird, crazy genes as well, but I haven't been able to pinpoint. I am looking to pinpoint what gene this gene resembles. Not trying to say, oh, this is a gene, but it is genetic. I just want to see what it resembles. So that way, maybe we can go that avenue and be more specific in our research and own in on a specific gene and see how it interacts with certain combos. We have one breed, and it's a female, so it's going to be very slow developing for us because you can only breed that female to one male per year. This year, she's already gravid. She's already had her pre-lay shed. Not going to bother her too much. We're about to show her off right now, but we have offspring from last year that we have here with us, and it's going to be quite interesting for you guys to see it. So if you guys see something in her that resembles a gene that you know about, or that you have a lot more information than we have about it, comment down below to help us out. If you say, hey, this is Joe Blow gene, or this is that gene, it will point us in the right direction to dig deeper in our research. So again, bringing us all together. So let's have at it. So I won't disturb her too much. This is our beautiful fire pied girl. She's had her pre-lay shed already. I won't bother her too much. Just really want to see if she'll let us see her head. Classic fire spot in the middle of her head. She's fire pied, really low white pied, probably like 98% covered. Really janky pattern, guys. It's a mystery gene in there conflicting with fire. Really like it, which is sending us down this rabbit hole to hold everything back from her that resembles that gene. So now that you've seen mom and how amazing she is, we're going to show off a couple of the babies. Again, only thing floating around in mom is fire and that gene. and she's visual pied. Last year, she literally only had recessives with no codoms on the male side bred to her last year. This year, we're going to have a couple of codoms. She was bred to our spot nose orange dream DG male. So we hopefully know how to differentiate certain things. But this gene is so blatantly like apparent that it shouldn't be a huge deal to ID it. Matter of fact, on the fly, I'm going to show you guys a fire girl who's, this kind of girl started a lot of this ball python frenzy for us. But let me grab her. So this girl here started all of this. Honestly, this is my daughter's snake. This is just a simple fire 100% het clown girl. Yeah, something cool, interesting, really off topic for you guys, where we did not start jumping into breeding ball pythons right away. This was actually the first purchase that belongs to my daughter, who was in college. So a good little spinoff when you're thinking about business and concept and growth of business. This girl, if you look in the market, is not a huge expensive snake. She's awesome. She's beautiful. My daughter loves her. But if you have snakes like this in your collection, this is not necessarily groundbreaking. But what you can do is when you go off on your venture, the parent's venture, with vision and being very precise with your purchases on your males, you can help your kids out not only by feeding the snakes that belong to them on your own dime, but also you can pair this female, when she gets to size, to something very incredible, a nice clown combo, multi-recessive combo. And being very generous and nice as a parent, you can designate her entire clutch to your daughter or your child at that time, and whatever fun or revenue comes from that can buy them a vehicle. Now, here's one of the daughters. This is why I said it's blatantly apparent when you look at it. It's very obvious. It just jumps out at you. Striped her out. Again, this is fire. I see the head stamp. We have went over in the Gene Chaser series about the fire gene, but she's a little spicy as well. But she has that spot on her head. Really light spot. But check out her belly. Really cool sidewalls. Now, when something like this pops out of your collection, ooh, mama jumping, pops out of your collection, you can see that something is going on here. Okay, guys, check her out. So this girl appears to be het pied. Now I'll show you her, to us, really interesting sister. Now this is the sister. The sister resembles the other sister, obviously, but resembles mom. Maybe I'll put in a shot of this little one and mom. But this is even more crazy. But you see all that chain, like that chainsaw patterning on the side? That is super impressive. I've literally stalked Morph Market trying to find something that resembles this. If it's a new gene, awesome. That'll be really cool, and we'll be really happy. I just want you guys to understand the mindset as far as going forward is not to have the new gene. It's just to kind of hopefully see if it is or if it is not. If it's another gene that already exists, we're cool with that too. We just want to pinpoint exactly what this is. If you check out the head, same spot on the head as well. She's definitely fire. She's really bright. She has some blushing in the dorsal. This gene is still trying to stripe it out, so it's very consistent. Maybe I should go over all these details in the Gene Chaser series, but we need more combos than just 3 snakes to kind of go into detail in the gene chaser. But this is really awesome. Down here, this is what makes me think that she's actually pied. Check out her belly. Let's see if she'll stay calm enough. White belly. I see the pattern on the edge, on the edging, that resembles pied like her mom. Chill out. Let me see if I can get them in a tabletop. So these are these 2 girls together. Look at how crazy they look. I mean, these girls are awesome. So obviously when these popped out, we knew we had something on our hands that we at least didn't know what it was. I'm just really anxious to see, especially the bigger these girls get, then we have more girls in the program to figure out. You see her head. Literally, the heads are really cool head snap. Really cool sidewall. Try to do this and not get bit. Dorsal striping. But again, comment down below. Let us know where you're seeing some of this chainsaw, blown out, elongated, alien heads, connected, no rhyme or reason, running up to the dorsal on both of them. I mean, this is really, really, really impressive. It makes us, while trying to single out the gene and figure it all out, the color is identical. Both of them are fire. Both of them carry that gene, but this one, I believe, is actual. Yep, see, check her out. I believe that's actual visual pied like mom, which is really cool considering we really, really like low pied, low white pieds, or it could be, you know, ringer, but I think she's actual visual pied and that she's going to be het. This year, there will be no screw ups with mom. In the perfect world, guys, I swear, it's always something when you do something goofy. You know, I called ourselves out, or myself out, when I did something goofy during pairing season. You know, we had a lot going on, and went to pair. That one time we paired our tri-stripe albino. He was supposed to go to one tub higher than these girls' mom, to a double het albino tri-stripe girl, and literally by 30 minutes in to pairing, I went through to check on everything before going up to the house, and they were already locked. I said, dang it. And it ended up being a split clutch. The reason we know for a fact it to be a split clutch, mom is a fire mystery gene pied. The original breeder male that was being paired to her is an ultra male pied double visual. That means everything would have to come out pied. Believe this girl here stems from tri-stripe albino male, which will make her het tri-stripe, het albino, and het pied. So we'll probably test her, hopefully for tri-stripe or something like that. She's the bigger of the two. This girl here, I really think she's visual pied. So if we test her and she comes back visual pied, it will also mean that she's het ultra male. So a little bit longer video because I want you guys to get to see some of the features on these guys that are literally mind-blowing. The lighting is perfect in here, showing out how bright they are. They're cooperating. Really, really perfect. They're not in shed. Oh man. But you know what? Let me show you guys this girl with mom. So this is also so you can see mom and daughter. Really, really think this is a pie girl as well. Almost identical to mom, just brighter because she's younger. Same spot on the head as well. Boom. So again, guys, help us out. You know, send this video to friends of yours that's been in the hobby. Take a glance, take a look, check out our vibe. We're not trying to new gene, but we'll be very happy if it is. We have just yet to see anything that looks like this gene. We've reached out repeatedly to the seller, and literally they're out of the game. They don't even respond to our messages anymore. All we were trying to figure out was, where did they get them from? You know, did they import it? Did they produce it? What was involved in the parent that produced her? Again, more when you're dealing with people, when you're buying your snakes, these are questions that you probably should ask before purchasing. Again, we're new. Newbies make mistakes. We were so locked in on it having fire in it and us already liking fire, and it being a visual pie girl, that was kind of all she wrote. That was all we needed. We got a little bit more than what we were prepared to get when we got her, and we're thankful for that. But now we have to backtrack, where I'm sure, like anything, it's a human nature that if we would have asked these questions before sending funds, we would have got every single question answered. But after you had the snake for a year and everything, some people just kind of dismiss any questions, or maybe they think you're going to complain about something, so they choose not to answer you. It's unfortunate, but that's why we didn't want to throw the seller's name out there, because we don't want any bad, you know, publicity to go toward that way. We're extremely thankful to have her. We're in a perfect scenario. But like we've said in our previous new gene videos and chasing new genes, nothing that comes out of that female, since we have all females that she's produced so far, and we're gonna see what she pops out this time. We'll show stuff off from time to time, but nothing will be for sale. We have to sort it out and see what she's producing, and by it being a female, it's gonna take a really, really long time to figure it out, unless hopefully she drops us, you know, 1 or 2 males this year. Then it moves us forward faster for next year and the year after. But again, we'll be able to have the space. Again, we picked up Fort Knox, our 102 tub rack from ARS. Thanks to ARS, thanks to Brian. I've never seen an owner of a company, multi-million-dollar company, that owns multiple businesses. I believe he's also an attorney. He's a lawyer. I've never seen someone so hands-on. So big shout out to him. We've dealt with him several times over. We ordered 1 rack at one point. We ordered 2 racks at another point. Then we ordered another rack. So we've been ordering on separate occasions, and he's always came through. We've had hiccups here and there. He's always fixed them. Very, very reputable business. Very, very responsive when it comes to answering the phone or emails or anything. They've been, I mean, the customer service is really overwhelming when it comes to Brian. And I say all that because he was out at Tinley doing their business thing. We were doing our business thing, and he still found time himself to come out and help me unload the rack and load our trailer with the rack. He was very innovative and helpful. So kudos to them. Anybody looking to purchase racks, definitely hit up ARS. This is not sponsored. This is just literally feedback for the actual person-to-person experience that we've had time and time again with them. I actually have his personal phone number. It's been that crazy. But when you have new genes, make sure you have the space and the infrastructure to facilitate you growing that gene or that project. Gene and a project gonna be two different things. You can sit here and reproduce this gene over and over, which we won't be doing specifically. We're gonna produce it this year. We're gonna get DG into it. We already have Ultramel and Pod into it. So we're gonna work that angle. We're gonna, hopefully they come out, or maybe whatever gene you guys comment down below and say that it resembles, maybe a test is out for it and I could send these sheds in to get them tested for these genes. Or maybe we'll hit up Gray Rider Reptiles, who's our channel sponsor, and get some different things going along those lines. But again, this is the very, very start of this gene. Don't have a name for it. We didn't, theoretically create it or discover it. We purchased it unknown to us, and it's here now. It's gonna be here to stay. We're gonna figure it out and work it down. Definitely subscribe if you guys are enjoying this content. We are not letting up off the gas. This is our second season. We already have 2 clutches out of the egg. We got 2 more clutches getting near coming out. We got a ton of all these green tabs you see, a ton of these guys, including mom of this video, getting ready to lay. A bunch have had their pre-lay sheds already. Check out our morph market. We should have more updates. We should have, I would show off a couple, but they're in shed. But we have some up here to say take photos. They'll be moving along. Shout out to Ozzy for all his tutelage on direction in this business, because that's what we're following up after. We have a ton of racks, a ton of space, hatchlings, juveniles, adults, and we're not looking at growing that way. We're looking at, hey, we produce something or we purchase something. It's time to move something out that, we hold near and dear to the next person that can use it and level up their projects. So be on the lookout for available snakes coming very, very soon. And it's Will, Flawless Exotic Creations. We out.